Hi, everybody. We're back. Guess what? Hot seat time. Mike Dechaine and Rodney the Rocket. Here we go. And I'd like to once again just say on behalf of CSI how much we appreciate each and every one of you who have been with us all week. If you've been with us for 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, it doesn't matter. You're all important. And we want to welcome you to the hot seat match here at the 2015 U.S. Open 8-Ball Championships. Our event is sponsored by Predator, the official cue here of the U.S. Opens, along with Kamui, our official tip, Omega Billiard Supply, our official store. And this is live from the Predator Arena at the Rio Hotel, our gracious host for the past 3 years, along with our associate sponsors, Diamond Billiard Products, Simonis Cloth, Cyclop Pool Balls, The Magic Rack, and Bad Boys Billiard Productions. So, 1 race to 9. Winner goes to the finals. Loser plays Dennis next. Rocket blasting off, rack 1.
Nice break.
From Honolulu, Hawaii is the Rocket, sponsored by Universe Clothing, Andy Cloth, TheBreakRack.com, ILoveCues.com, Town Breaking Jump Tips, and Moose Billiard Shoes.
Rodney's 45 years old, former U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's got this nice, gentle touch.
Yeah, Rodney has an effortless stroke. He gets an awful lot out of that cue ball with not much work. He really is one of the players I've always admired for how he goes through the cue ball. The only other player I think that gives me the same kind of a sensation as getting through the cue ball is Darren and Alex. They just really have an outstanding Q-tip acceleration with a very small backswing.
I like Rodney's attitude, too. He always seems to enjoy himself and have a good time. He's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, he plays the game in a very carefree manner, but you can be sure he's dead serious.
Well, this is his job, and it has been for a long time.
Right.
Calls the 8 in the corner, past the 14 ball.
And just like that, he has, as Jim Weiss would say, has opened his account by depositing the first game.
Our buddy Jimmy.
Yeah.
Rodney doesn't waste any time either, does he? He goes through that rack pretty quick.
Okay. And now coming to the table from the green corner. From Providence, Rhode Island, it's Mike Dechaine, sponsored by OB, Snookers Bar and Grill in Providence, Rhode Island, the Kings of Vapor, and Chop Cube. We got a couple of Mosconi Cup former teammates here. Mike's a 2-time Mosconi Cup member. Rodney's a 9-time Mosconi Cup member and a former MVP. Mike has the Ultimate 10-Ball Championship to his credit, along with a Turning Stone title, a World Summit of Pool title, 2-time Ginky Memorial Champion, 2-time American Rotation Series Champion, and as everybody must know by now, one of the main characters on the True TV series, The Hustlers. So, he better hustle up a good break here, because you cannot afford to fall behind a couple of games early.
I don't recall ever seeing Mike with a beard before. That's a new addition.
I think it's not a beard. I think he just hasn't shaved for 3 days. That's not really a beard yet, is it?
Well, he's got a growth all over his face, that's for sure. And
don't say growth on his. That sounds like he's got a disease or something.
It does look like it, I'm telling you. It doesn't look well. Maybe he wants to look more mature because he's got a baby face.
Yeah, no. Mike's having a look there to see if that 8 goes by in that right-hand corner. Help him decide what to take.
all-important Moscone Cup points at stake for both these players.
Oh, yeah, and they want it bad, Jay. They both want back on the team bad.
I mean, they're both going to get points because they're in the top 3, but the winner of this tournament's going to get a lot more.
Well, Dennis can't get points even if he wins the tournament because only Americans get points. So these two are going to get the top 2 levels of points. It's just a question of which order. And I got to think, I'm pretty sure Mike is ahead of Rodney right now in the points race. I just don't know by how much. But they'll have 2 more opportunities before the team is chosen, and that will be at Turning Stone and at the U.S. Open 9-ball championships. And the U.S. Open carries double points.
So tell me if I'm correct, the top 3 point holders are automatically on the team, and then the next 2 spots are chosen by Mark Wilson.
Correct. My understanding is the 2 wild card spots will be chosen by Mark and Matchroom, in conjunction with each other. But I think Mark has a little more of the say in that. But you're right, the top 3 are automatic.
Is that the 7 ball next to the 8?
No, that's a stripe.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No, the 6 is out there in space. He's probably going to try to save that for last, but he'll need a very precise angle on it. Now, I still want to get a look at the 8 ball eventually here to see if it clears in that lower right. It looked like it might have from the very first shot. JB's working his way over there. Thank you, John. Okay, we can see it does pass, and that's why I like the 6 as the last ball. 7-3, and I'm going to have to get very, very precise on the 6 where you don't run into anything and block the pathway for the 8.
Here comes the hard work right here.
Well, I'm not sure I like this, Jay. He's got to pop this to make sure that 12 doesn't block him from the 6 ball. He might be able to draw it and not hit the 12 at all, but I don't think so. Okay, he took good care there. Okay, now he's just got to make sure the 10 doesn't block the pocket for the 8 because he's got to hit the 10 and come out. The 10's going to head to the right-hand diamond on the short rail. And that's why he didn't want this much angle. He just wanted to graze the 10. Now he's going to hit it maybe a little heavier than he wanted to, and he's calculating now the speed and the English necessary here. I like coming forward with a little bit of right.
He's really studying this.
Yeah,
layout.
well, he knows the problem that is right in front of him.
Mike is really working that gum in his mouth. You know, when you see these players chewing gum, let me tell you something. That does relax you.
Yeah.
That's not because they just like gum.
Jay, he may be. I'm thinking he may have a hard time coming back to that side for the 8. He's got to use inside English here, or he's got to draw off the 10 and hope it stays. Oh, he's in big trouble.
Uh-oh.
He's in big trouble. Yep.
It would have been good if the cue ball would have stopped 6 inches sooner. Would have been fine.
Yeah, well, he got out of line on the 6. Actually got out of line on the 3, which put him out of line on the 6. Now he's got to jump to make the 8 in the side. John's going to go out and watch this shot carefully.
This is a tough jump shot. He's real close to that object ball.
Yeah, he's actually probably, Jay, if he can get the cue ball up enough, he's going to land on the 8. He's not going to be able to have the cue ball hit the bed of the table first. He's probably going to hit the 8 on the fly.
So the 8 will be jumping too.
Yeah, he's got to hit like on the number. From where he is, he's got to hit just to the right of the number 8.
Mike is making an inquiry of John Lehman. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It's cue ball fouls only, but if his cue stick goes forward and hits the 14, it's going to be a foul.
Well,
that's a foul
that's a
anyway.
moot point there.
Yeah.
He went all the way over the top of the 8 ball.
Well, that's because he had to get the cue ball up so fast That was really a difficult shot to execute. And Rodney has been handed another gift.
Wide open table.
And you know what also weighs on you in a situation like this, Jay? Your opponent runs a rack in 13 seconds. You get up there and work your ass off to get to the ball, to get to the 8. You don't make it. And then another 13 seconds, and he wins another game. So Rodney's not expending any mental energy whatsoever here, no emotional energy. He's calm, he's relaxed, and Mike's already kind of a little out of sorts over there because he shot himself in the foot that game.
Second game on the ledger, Rodney Morris.
As we mentioned, Jay did too. Rodney, a former U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's got quite a resume as well. Like I said, 9 times on the Cup. Former MVP. He's got 2 Reno Open championships. He's got a Turning Stone title. He's a U.S. Open 10-ball champion. He's the reigning U.S. Open. Well, not anymore. Thorsten is, but when we last had the U.S. Open 10-ball here, that's the match you were talking about where he came back 9-2 for Ron Dennis. And last year he won the Cole Dixon Memorial. Rodney is also on this year's, there's Jeremy Saucy, by the way, who we watched play several times this week from Watertown, Connecticut. Rodney is on this year's Hall of Fame ballot once again, Jay. And I know you and I have just received our ballots here in the last 4 or 5 days. I'm waiting till I get home because I don't want to look at it on my phone. It's too small. But he is on the ballot, eligible, and he's got the credentials. We'll see how the voters think here a little bit later on this year. He's also the former UPA Tour champion back in 2006.
He uses that dead center break.
Nice cue ball. Side pocket ball. Oh boy, it looks like that thing got there and hit a ledge. At 14 sitting right in front of the side.
Mike
if that went down, Rodney would have been in really good shape. This is exactly what Mike needed, is a chance to get right back to the table and erase the demons from the last rack with a run out. Solids definitely because of the 11 ball and the 9 ball.
I love those close-up camera lot angles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is really good equipment we're using here.
Well, it makes you feel like you're right in the game with them too, you know? You kind of can see how the balls are going to react. Oh, don't run into stuff, Mikey. Well, it's all right, but gee whiz, you can't run into balls like that just arbitrarily. You better shoot the 5 right now if you can see it.
Well, he's looking at the 3-7 combination. Let's see if he walks around the table for the 5.
Yeah, but the 3-7 is still going to be there. I'm more concerned to see if the 4 will pass the 6 in the lower left. Maybe Tim can have a look at that for us. But I think he's got to shoot the 5 as long as he can get through. And if the 4 passes, that should be next. And it must pass because that's where he played. Yep, it goes. Thank you, Tim. Good shot.
Very important rack for Mike Dechaine here. Kind of a must-win already.
Yeah. I would shoot the combination only because I don't like going from the 7 to the 3. Look out, Mike, don't hit the 11. Jesus.
Ken, you're funny. You're very emotional for a commentator, man, I'm telling you.
Well,
it's like it feels like you're playing yourself. You know?
All right. Well, he got away with it.
Yeah, he's okay here. big rack.
But you can see, you see what would have happened if that 11 locked that three ball up?
Boy, he'd have given away the game.
All right, good job. That's exactly what he needed. Now he's going to have an opportunity to tie the matchup.
Dennis Arculio waiting in the wings. He will play the loser of this match next, and the winner will be in the hot seat. And the winner of this match will get about a 2-hour break. Well, these guys do take their time with that magic rack. I remember when the magic racks first started, the first were introduced, they just put those balls up, let them all lay together, and then break. But like you said the other day, with a full rack, it's a lot more difficult. 2-1, Mike Dechaine to break. He's got a powerful break, this guy. Both players are breaking from the middle, unlike the last match where Raphael and Dennis both broke from the side. Boy, look at this break. Opened him wide. I guess there's only one ball down, though, but that's enough.
That's all you need. I think I would shoot solids and start with the one ball.
He called it. Doesn't have to worry about making a bad hit.
Wanted to come a little further for the 4-5, so he may have to play the 6 and then the 3 to get to the 4-5. But what's he going to do with the 7 and the deuce? Going to go break him up right now. Good shot.
And he did.
Where's cue ball going?
What happened here? Let's see. Ooh, boy. This is no good.
I don't think he's got a shot.
Well, he could conceivably kick the 5 ball in, but
then
what's
what?
it going to do?
Yeah, then what?
Thank you.
He may just lock him right there.
That's what he's going to do.
It's not going to.
He's calling the 4 on the side.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
Not if you make it.
Yeah. Double bank it. Didn't hit it hard enough, and it wasn't going anyway. I think it was 90% cue ball there, Jay.
Maybe 99.
Yeah, maybe 100.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's got the 4 tied up against the 11. This is something that's kind of been a rare occurrence in this tournament, is a safety battle.
Mm-hmm.
Little one-pocket bunt shot there. Rodney basically says, go ahead, Mike, let's see what you got. I'm going to challenge you. Now this time, it's going to be a little harder for Mike to lock. Let's see, there we go. To lock up this ball. Is he just going to roll up against this ball? He did. Yeah, with that cue ball right on top of the 5, I don't like shooting that 12 in the corner. I don't know if Rodney likes it, but he's looking at it. Boy, this is a hard ball to shoot over. It's harder to shoot over the top of a ball than it is off the rail. He shot at it.
It's rolling out a little bit on him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it rolled out or it just that was the direction it took. I mean, it looked good for the first 1.5 feet, but I think it was out all the way.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah, it didn't roll off.
He cut it just a little bit to the outside of the pocket.
Yeah, but he also left a cue ball in a spot where Mike doesn't have anything he can pocket.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but neither the 2 or 7 will go past that 13 ball in the corner.
Yeah, you got to be careful here. You know, the first guy to blink here is going to lose the game. And this is a big game for Mike because he got one back on Rodney's break. He doesn't want to give it back.
Could he play a billiard from the 7 to the 2 in the side?
I think it's too risky, Jay. He's going to, but then he still has the 4 ball to break open, even though the 3's there to help him. But you don't know where the 7's going.
Well, it might be all he can do here. It would open up the rack a little bit for at least a few balls and give him a chance to break other balls, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Now he's taking a good look at this billiard.
Yeah, I don't know.
What else can he do?
I don't know. I think I would look around a little more, but maybe it is all he can do. I just think you're turning some balls loose here, and you kind of hoping for the pool gods. You see the speed he hit that with?
Did I ever?
Yeah. Look how lucky he got with the 7 rolling up on the 14.
I don't understand. When I see top pros hit a ball like that, it looks like an amateur.
Yeah. I wonder if the 7-15 is dead in off the 5. Rodney's looking at it because he can cut the 14 into it, but if not, he'll have to open it.
You know, on that billiard, he hit center ball. To make that billiard, you had to hit low to draw into the 2 ball.
Right, and you also needed left-hand English to throw the 2 ball a little bit to the right because it was past the side. He's going behind the 15 now next. Very good. Very good. And if you can see, he's got the 14 near the 4-11 to help open that up. As a matter of fact, the 11 might even go in the lower right corner once the 14's out of the way. It may even go up there by the 12. It's hard to tell from here. After the shot, we'll know. See how he plays shape.
He's taking a chance saving these 2 balls, the 14 and the...
Yeah, but he had to because he couldn't get on the 14 to do any good, Jay. What I like here is after he makes the 13, he shoots the 12, comes up near the spot for the 14, and then we'll have to maybe find out if the 11 can go in either corner, or we'll have to open them. Maybe we get to JB's camera after this ball and have a peek at that 11-4. Thank you, Vincent. It's hard to tell with the 14 blocking. My first reaction is it doesn't go where the 14 is. It may go up table.
No, it looks like it goes up in that corner where the 12 is. Yeah, it'll go up there.
You think?
If you can get to it, you got to get right on the 14 first.
Yeah, he didn't get enough angle here. He's got to come this way and hope he gets up there to play the 14 in the side.
It's spinning pretty good. He got a pretty sharp angle, but yeah, I think he could hold the cue ball. Let's see.
No, I don't think so, Jay. He's too thin. He's too thin.
And then, of course, he could potentially bank it cross side.
If it passes the 11, yeah.
What was that? What was that all about? He forgot to kill the ball.
Yeah, because he wanted to back cut the 11 in the upper left.
But he hit that way too hard. Way too hard.
Yeah.
He could have made that ball hitting at half that speed.
Wow, this is like 90-degree cut. No, look
Not
how
even
bad
close.
he missed it.
Not even close.
Look how bad he missed that ball by. Well, you know, the layout was tough when he came to the table after Mike missed that carom on the 2 and rearranged the furniture. But Rodney needed to take a little more care on the position on that 12 ball. And that's what led to Mike being able to come back to the table here.
Mike's cutting this 3 down the rail. Right in the heart of the pocket. This match has had a few twists and turns. I mean, this game has had a few twists and turns already. Both players had opportunities to win the game. And this may be the one that does it.
Yeah, there's a long way to go, Jay. I think we're going to see some more twists and turns.
Well, if this game's any indication, we're going to see a lot of them.
It's all about the break with these two guys. If the balls are open, they're out. And if not, these are the kind of games we're going to see. Mike's very fortunate that he had another opportunity here in this rack after that ill-advised carom on the deuce.
Down table for the 8 ball. He fell a little short, but he should be okay. It's a relatively easy shot. We're tied up.
Ball is down, and the 11 sits nicely for him.
And the cue ball sits in its normal resting place near the end rail.
I think he would prefer solids here, though. Once John moves, we'll be able to see what's near the 8 ball. I know there's a stripe right near the 8 ball.
John's really having a little problem getting this. Now he's got it. Now he's got it where he wants it. Be careful, John. Boy, look at these balls. This is a nice spread here.
It is if the 14 goes through the gap between the 3 and the 8 once the 9's out of the way. Or he opens it up right now, and he failed to do so because he hit the deuce.
He wanted to hit it.
You know what? He can draw into the 8 right here, stay there, and he'll have the 9, and he'll open up the pocket for the 14. Or he could do it that way, too.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
The way the cue ball came in there.
He accomplished what he needed to do there. Now, the 10 is the only awkward ball. It's got to be in the kitchen to shoot the 10. So, I think he's going to the 11 next. The 13, excuse me. And then he'll get behind the 10, but he didn't go far enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
he didn't go far enough to get behind the 10 to come down for the last stripe. Now he's got to reevaluate and make a new plan. He's going to go 2 reels at the 10.
Got to miss that. Yeah, he did. He missed the 3 ball.
He's got to hit the 5. He'd be in good shape.
This looks good.
Oh, yeah. That come out nice.
This looks like another match that's going to be very close all the way to the end. These guys are very evenly matched.
Yeah, it would be hard to pick. I think their skill sets are pretty well equal. They both have power breaks. They both have extremely good knowledge of the game. They're both finesse players.
They're both good shot makers.
Yeah, good shot makers.
What was happening there?
Well, I guess Mike took a timeout, so we will too.
Rough time.
Yeah, this is as grueling as Derby in a way, you know.
Hey,
the hours
are 10 days. This is our 10th day.
It's my 12th.
We have 1 or 2 sets coming in. Here we go. Mike Dechaine's back at the table, racking the balls. Some pretty creative advertising by Predator Cue Company.
Yeah, I like that spot. I like that they show the construction of the cue, how it's made and all of that. I mean, it's like I said the other day, it's more than just putting a piece of wood on a lathe and then putting a collar in it and a pin, you know? Can you believe the technology that our game has evolved to in the last 20, 30 years, Jay?
It's amazing. It's a different game.
When we started, I mean, you
there were no jump cues. There were no break cues.
Hell no. There weren't that many two-piece cues. My first cue was a house cue.
Well, in those days,
paid $6 for it.
30 years ago, all the pool rooms were full of house cues. They had them all over the walls.
Right. But they were good cues, though. They were, they really were, because they had to take a beating.
The old Brunswicks, the Valleys,
yep.
The Dufferins were the best.
Dufferins, yeah. You know what, though? I hated the ones with the black ferrules. It bothered my sight. I couldn't shoot with a black ferrule.
Meanwhile, take a look at Mike's cue. He's got a black Pharaoh.
Well, that's OB, and that's one of their patented technologies. Well, nothing pretty here. I think it's got to be the solids because the 5 will help you open the 4 ball.
Just a gentle stroke to get on the 3 ball.
Yeah, the 7's in a bad spot too, right in the middle of the table. Can't see it yet till Mike moves, but he doesn't have any angle to go at those balls in the middle of the table. See, that 7 might have one pocket, but of course he could use it as a combination on the 5, but he can't get there. And it will go by the 4. I think he's going to the 1 ball. No, he's going to use the 5. Open the 4. The 1 will be the insurance ball.
These are not the easiest shots. You've got to hit this one just right.
Yeah, I'd want to hit the 11 right on the nose here and stay there.
He hit the 4.
Yeah, that's no good.
They tied up again.
That's the danger with hitting the further ball.
Well, he would like to have hit the 11 ball. He just didn't stroke it quite right. Yeah. Well, the 1 will go in the side.
Yeah, but he's going to run into the stripes, which are going to run into the 7, and then he's going to have relatively no chance to open the 4. He can't get behind it because even if he does, I don't even know if it goes up here in the lower left corner. This is almost hitting hope here.
Yeah, he's got no choice. He's got to open these balls up a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's all right, but he's still screwed on the 4 ball.
Yeah, he would have liked to have a little bit of angle here, which he does not. What can you do with this 4 ball? I mean, I just don't see a pocket. I mean, could he conceivably bank it up here past that 14 ball? I don't know.
I don't think he could hit enough of it, Jay, to do that. I think the 11's got too much of it covered.
What did he call? Did he call side?
No, I think he's just pointing where he wanted the cue ball.
Well, the first sign of emotion from Mike Dechaine, who can be a very emotional player.
Yeah, he really needs to stay composed. Oh, this is one of them funky strokes. This is a Raphael stroke. He's going to force it forward.
Wow. Hey, wait a second. Did you see that?
I certainly did. I've seen him do that before, but that was about as good as I've ever seen him do it.
Put that one on the highlight reel. Mike's even smiling.
Yeah,
I mean,
so is Rodney.
It just looked perfect. It just looked perfect. Wow, I love that shot. Yep. If we had a replay, I'd like to see that about 6 times. The good news is this will all be on YouTube someday. Someday soon, I think.
Usually it's about 90 days out. You know.
Really? That long, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This great camera crew and production crew is CSI Events Crew. They're the ones that are producing this show for you, in case you didn't know.
Watch out. Where are you going, Whitey?
He's all right. Boy, he escaped from a jam there with a great shot. You're right. That was a la Raphael. Well, I'll tell you what, Ken. Every day I'm in awe of somebody doing something just really funky like that.
Where'd that come from? Show off.
Mike's smiling. Huh? Wow.
I mean, I might have seen that shot on the Hustlers on TV.
Yeah.
But to come with that in the hot seat match of a U.S. Open, when if you didn't, you were going to lose the rack?
Basically, it's the difference between being even and 2 games down.
With a chance to go 3 games down because the other guy's breaking.
Yeah. That's a beard. Kenny, that's a beard.
All right.
What is that? That's not just a 2-day growth. With Mike, that could take a month.
One thing for sure that did is it relaxed Mike. It got him out of that anxiety mode he was in after blowing the prior game.
Yeah, he's not funky now.
But, he's really got to work on keeping his cool. Nice break. Look at the cue ball. Beautiful, Rodney.
Boy, Rodney killed those balls. He crushed that right there. Now, you got 3 balls tied up, though. striping a solid right by the 8, which he's going to have to deal with. It looks like the 2 could be made in the lower left corner. Yeah, this time John's going to have to mark a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did.
No, it almost did.
Okay. The screams you hear, if you're hearing those screams, that's from the team event, which is going on right next door to us.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rocket's having a look to see if the deuce can be made. Really, I think the 8's got just a part of it covered up, but he can use the 6 to open it.
He's going solids.
Well, solid's definitely the preferred group, I think, because of the 9.
He might break him right here off this 7 ball. Why not? Because he's got the 6 for a safety.
He does.
He does, and he will.
Watch out.
Ooh. He almost caught the pocket there.
All right. He's got an alleyway to the 6, and he's got it right now. I don't think he'll shoot it, but that's the path he'll need to play the 6.
He's coming back for the 4.
Right. No, this is good. I think he can float right into the alleyway. Now, because he can't come all the way down here. Oh, I don't like that, Rodney.
Well, this shot's not a gimme by any means.
No, but to hit it with a little bit of high left and long rail and out, you got to be pure. Just like that, and avoid all the stripes.
How's
well
that?
executed.
That?
Oh, God, that was as good as it gets. Straight draw, a foot.
You're seeing some high-level pull by both players right now.
Yeah, and now just where his right hand is. Boy. He made quick work of a really tough rack, Jay. My God.
Do you think that took 2 minutes? I don't think so. I don't think so. That was Rodney's answer to that great shot by Mike Dechaine. He said, take that.
Mike was checking with John to verify that the magic rack is the same one he used the last time, and it is. There's only one out there now. Well, actually, there's one on the floor to the right of the table, but he wanted the same one.
This is the final day of the U.S. Open 8-Ball Championship. There's only 3 players left. The 2 men at the table. Dennis Herculio is waiting to challenge the loser of this match. That will be the semifinal match, and then the winner of that one will play whoever wins this match. Did you get all that? It is not true double elimination. It is a single set final. Long race to 11. First prize tonight, $11,000. Second prize, $7,000. Third prize, $5,000. So right now these guys, all 3 are guaranteed a minimum of $5,000, but there's $6,000 more up for grabs.
And those all-important Mosconi Cup points for the 2 Americans left.
Well, they're both going to get a lot of points now, aren't they? Right now.
Well, if Dennis were to win the tournament, the man finishing second would get second place Mosconi Cup points and third. Just because you're the top American, you don't get first place points unless you win the tournament. Like Justin Hall came second to Torsten in the 10 ball. Got second place points for Mosconi Cup.
That's still a lot of points, isn't it? I wonder how many points that is.
Well, it was more than any other American got. We know that.
Can Mike
watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball.
Oh no. Oh no.
He hit the cue ball way too much above center, Jay. After it snapped back off the pack, it had that high follow on it, and that's why it wound up where it did. And this is a humongous possible momentum swing here. If Rodney can get through these, he'll be up 5-3 and breaking.
What do you think? It looks like you could take either one here, I think. Well, I probably take the solids. Yeah. I like the way he tapped that ball out just now.
Yeah, you know what? I would get the 1 out of there pretty quick, unless he's going to save it for last and eventually play the 8 in the corner. You know, you play the 1, come 3 rails, and then play the 8 in the corner. The 8 is not that accessible in the side.
Don't blink. This rack will be over. This is another quick one for Rodney Morris. Boy, he punishes you because.
Yeah, you got to get the cue ball about 1.5 feet off the rail here.
He's fine. He's
okay,
all right.
Right.
He's all right.
Okay. Now he's got room to play the 8 in the side.
He'll play the 8 down in the corner, and it's the first 2-game lead of the match.
And breaking. I was just informed by Stephen that the Moscone point structure for this tournament, Jay, is as follows. First place would be 15 points, second would be 12, and third would be 11.
Okay. I'm not sure how that stacks up with the standings now.
Shane's on top, and I think he's got like a 7, 8, 9, 10-point lead, you know, but players 2 through 7 right now, 2 through 6, are bunched up within a couple of points of each other, 2 or 3 maybe.
Well, Shane's going to get points here for 5th place.
Oh, yeah. Listen, Shane's going to be on the team if he never makes another ball. But it's pretty jammed up there for second and third.
Shane have? I mean, what kind of total is the lead?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I know that sometime after this tournament, Matchroom will post the standings. They're good about that.
2 ball. Oh. Okay. Looks like all he can shoot is a solid.
Yeah, he's going to have to shoot that.
The 6?
6 up in the corner.
Well, that's all right. You know, the solids aren't bad, except for the 3 ball. And the 7 near the side will probably assist you in moving the 3.
Rodney is kind of walking around the table and wringing his hand like he did something wrong, but I don't think it's that bad.
Well, he'd like to shoot a group that he doesn't have to open a ball up with, but he's got to move the 3 or the 11 right now.
Well, it's really unusual. There's a rack that you don't have to open a ball, and he just did.
Right, now he's cleared the pocket for the 3 over here. And then it's going to probably be 1 stop or 1 float, 4 on the side, 8. Yeah, right there. He doesn't want to be straight in on the 1. He wants to be cutting the 1 to his left just a little bit.
Rodney being a little more careful with this rack, taking his time. This is a huge rack. 3-game lead in this format is a big lead.
I like that stroke right there.
Yeah, I like it.
A stun run through there.
I like it because he's not jacked up on top of the 10. I'll tell you.
Just float 3 feet, 8 in the corner. Oh, come off the rail even better. And 6-3 now.
He took his time. That rack might have taken 2.5 minutes. No,
yeah.
I don't think it did.
Put him on the clock.
Rodney could play on a 10-second shot.
You put this guy on the clock, it slows him down. What do you mean? I got to take 30 seconds?
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
Well,
this is the point in the match that if Mike has something bad happen to him this game, like a dry break or a bad roll, it could send him into Tilt City, you know, possibly. I'm not trying to say anything negative about the guy, but, you know, as you mentioned earlier, he's had issues at times when things don't go his way.
I don't think we'll have a problem, and I'll tell you why. All these guys know if you're going to lose a match in a tournament, this is the match to lose because you
get
win
one more
match.
Yeah,
basically,
right.
You get it.
You
win one match, you're right back in the finals.
Right. Well, that's the payoff for getting to the hot seat match.
So they both know if things go wrong here and they lose this match, they're not done by any means.
Look at this break.
Wow. That's his best break of the match right there. Still working that gum.
Yeah, I like the solids here. Start with the 1.
I like it, Kenny, when you call the ball and he shoots it immediately. I like that. That's like...
It's almost like we set it up, huh?
Well, I don't know. It's like you know what you're talking about. I'll tell you that. Bobby's good at that, too. Bobby picks out the rack. You're both better than me, I'll tell you.
Well, you know, at least in my case, I've probably played a lot more 8-ball in my life than you have. You were more of an action player, one pocket, bang, stuff like that.
Kenny, I played a lot of 8-ball on small tables.
Yeah, I know
a lot.
Yeah, I know you did.
Maybe a million games. I played years of it. But I played at a time in a way that it was a different style of play.
Well, I think... Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, I think maybe the other reason that I have maybe just a little bit, you know, of a stronger ability to see the layouts is because I played so much straight pool in my life, and I'm used to looking at patterns, you know, that you have to see kind of automatically almost.
Quick game for Mike Dechaine. He matched Rodney there. He needed that game bad.
The best.
Kenny, let me ask you something. You said you play a lot of straight pool.
Yes.
You didn't grow up in Sacramento then?
No, Jay. I'm from Boston.
Well, that's why. You're from New England.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You know.
Because Sacramento was not.
No. I've been in California just a little over 30 years, but I grew up. It was straight pool, 8-ball, and a little bit of 9-ball.
Yeah, well,
I didn't even know what one pocket was till I moved to California.
Yeah, well, for those listening in on us right now, just so you know, the New England area of the United States, basically from Washington D.C. north and east to Pennsylvania,
yeah.
That's straight pool country.
Yeah.
That's where all the great straight pool players came from. I mean, a guy like Dallas West from Rockford, Illinois, was an anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I grew up around guys like, you know, Miz and Jack Colavita and all the players around the great rooms in New Jersey and New York. And Shorty, of course, was, you know, right downtown for me.
Yeah, Boston Shorty was a great player.
Yeah.
Straight pool wasn't really as... Oh, look out.
Oh, he got saved.
Boy, you took the words right out of my mouth. That cue ball was going.
Mm.
Rodney acts like he played it that way. Here comes John. Ken, just relax. John's here to take care of these things. Ken Shuman also acts as an official here, and you've been up and down from your chair 100 times this week.
Well, earlier on when we had all the outer tables going on, John and Bill had to kind of keep an eye out there. So, as you said, I sort of oversaw the TV arenas. And I still react when I see the player want something. Of course, I can't tell from the monitors blocking whether John's sitting there or not.
John has been here.
Then I ain't getting
all the way through.
All right, I ain't
all the
getting
way
up.
through.
Listen, I got a little something for the fans too, and I'm going to wait till the end of the rack. But I have just been handed the current Mosconi Cup points rankings for the Americans, and I will tell you that. And I want to thank Stephen Kwan, our IT manager here, and extraordinaire, everything else, for giving me that.
Rodney taking a little extra time right here. He wants to get this one right. He wants to maintain that 3-game lead. I think he could shoot this side pocket 14. That's good. That's good. Oh, excuse me, that was a 15. Boy, he got a little fortunate
9
there. He's
in
got
the
that
side,
window. Yeah, he could have been in trouble there.
Well, he would have had the 12, but he would have been jacked up in severe angle.
Looks like time for the 12 ball right here.
Yeah.
Get up here above the 13. Oh, he's saving the 13 for last.
Yeah. And that's because the 8 won't go in the lower right, so this way he can slide across. Oh, don't hit the 4. Hey, what are you doing? What happened?
Well, he didn't hit the 4.
You're damn right he didn't hit the 4, and I think that's why he missed the ball.
Wow.
Oh, my God, Jay. 7-4 to 6-5?
They're human. They're human. They do miss. Believe it or not, you guys. Wow, look at this shot. That's a little bit strange there. He's going to have to shoot the 2 down in the end. Thank God he's got that ball.
Yeah, and then he's going to have to get behind the 8 and shoot it up in the long corner.
You know, again, for all you people out there watching this show, I know they make it look easy, but these are tight pockets. You've got to hit the pocket. These are 4.5-inch pockets here, guys.
Yeah. Well, look at this. Now, he missed that worse than Rodney missed his. Fortunately, Rodney's got a 2-rail kick if he can get by the 4 ball.
I don't think he's got anywhere to hit it. The 2 ball's in the way. The 4 ball's in the way.
I think he can miss the 2. I'd be more concerned about the 4.
How's he going to miss the 2? Go around behind it? No way.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think you're right, Jay.
I don't know. You know,
how lucky did Mike get there? Missed a ball bad.
Rodney's going to try, but I don't like it.
I told you he could miss the 2.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's really cruel. Oh my. Well, you know what?
That was amazing that he even hit that ball.
Well, he hit it soft enough to let it lengthen out off the second rail, but it needed to lengthen out another ½ inch.
Boy, what a comedy of errors in this game. Both players missing relatively easy shots.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'd do if I was Mike. I'd shoot the 4 in the side and run the cue ball into the 8 with some speed. I want that 8 off that rail, and then I've got the 3-6. I would run my cue ball right into the 8.
And he's not doing that.
No, he's not. Well, the 5 will get him to the 8. I guess it's okay. He can easily get behind the 8 off the 5 ball. Maybe no need to do what I suggested.
Well, both of these players are a little shell-shocked right now. It was Rodney's game. He gave it to Mike, and Mike gave it back to Rodney, but Rodney returned the favor.
Man, 3 errors in 3 innings by 2 of the world's greatest players.
Dennis is licking his chops when he sees this. He said, I can handle these 2 guys.
Yeah, if they play like that. I just can't get over Rodney missing the 13 the first time. He put a little too much English on it to miss the 4 coming across, and he overcut it at the same time, and it wound up not going.
Yeah, well, listen, the ball that Mike missed wasn't any harder.
I think Mike's shot was tougher. Rodney was 2 feet from the object ball.
Well, yeah, it's true. Mike had a little bit of a long shot. Meanwhile, he can just come across table, shoot the 8 down in the corner. Should be all right here. This looks good. This looks perfect.
Mm-hmm.
This will bring Mike back within 1 game.
Yeah, and breaking. Well, here is your unofficial, up-to-date, as of this second, Moscone Cup point rankings for the Americans. Shane Van Boening is on top of the list. He has 72 points. Tied for second are Corey Deuel and Skylar Woodward. They have 36 points. Big gap.
Twice as many points.
Tied for third with 32 points each.
Tied for fourth, you mean?
Well, yeah, I guess if you want to say it that way, yeah.
Well, that's the way it is.
Yeah. Are Scott Frost, Jeremy Saucy, and Justin Bergman. They all have 32 points. Oscar Dominguez is next in line with 22 points. Mike Dechaine currently has 18 points, and Rodney only has 10. If Mike wins the tournament, he will go to 33 points, and he will be then fourth on the list. It doesn't guarantee him an automatic spot, but if you're Mike Dechaine and you finish fourth, it's almost impossible for you not to be on the team.
Where's Justin Hall, who just won the tournament?
He
must have got more than 10 points.
I would assume.
No, he came in second. That's right.
He got second place points, and if second place points were like, 10 or 12, he probably should be on here just ahead of Rodney, but he's so far back, he's got to probably win the Turning Stone and the U.S. Open
So
to get
Rodney's
there.
far back, too.
Rodney has got to win like 2 tournaments.
So tied for second are Skyler and Corey Deuel?
Correct.
Very interesting. Very interesting. It sounds like Shane's the only one that's a lock right now.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough for anybody to catch him, I think. You don't expect him to finish. The top 32 get points. You wouldn't expect Shane Van Boening to finish 33rd or worse at Turning Stone and at the U.S. Open.
Well, it sounds like he could finish out of the money and still make the team.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for anybody to catch him. He's got twice as many points as second place.
I just can't get over that last game, Jay. I mean,
we watch these guys play great shots after great shots and wonderful runouts, and then they just butchered that last rack.
I mean, if Rodney got out there, he was 7-4 ahead, and I think he just would have steamrolled the rest of the match. Now it's certainly a toss-up.
Well, this makes it more interesting.
Yeah, got to move the 4 here, Mikey. Good boy. That's all right. I think he can get under their rail first if the 10 won't go straight at it. The 9 on the side from here looks like it goes in, but if we get a close-up on it, it may look a little bit tighter. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Vincent?
He's taking it's a real narrow opening at that side pocket, but I think he can make it.
He might have to do a quarter masse.
But what's he going to do next?
No, you know what? I think he can get straight at it.
Not quite. Not quite. The problem is, where does he go from there? Yeah, he can make it. No problem. I think
if I could, I would draw my cue ball back to the short rail. If it's on the rail, I can make the 14 and maybe play the 10 in the other pocket.
You don't want to hit this too hard. Boy, he did hit it hard. Well, these diamond tables will take the ball.
Yeah, that was a pretty good shot there.
Now he's
shots like this are tough sometimes, Jay. That just draw the cue ball,
right, straight out of the pocket.
8 inches only.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to hit all ball here.
He's not drawing it though.
Yeah, he is. But see, that's a little short.
Yeah, he didn't put much draw stroke on the ball. He's like he hit it like a stop shot.
Yeah. Now he's going up table with the cue ball. I don't know if he can run into the 11 or the 13, whatever that is, by the spot. He'd like to.
Well,
but the cue ball is still headed upstream, and he missed.
Kenny, you said that it's not so easy drawing the ball off a ball in the pocket, and Mike couldn't draw the ball.
Right.
He did not get that cue ball out and play.
Well, this is just about gift return city here for Rodney choking the 13 ball a couple of games ago, because this will give him his 2-game lead back and breaking just as he would have had he won that last game.
Well, let's see
if assuming he can get through these.
Yeah, well, after what we saw two games ago.
I'd shoot the 4 ball here. No, that's okay. He opened up the side pocket nicely for the 3, and then you can see the rest of it 6 stop and game ball.
Gotta hit it real slow here. Oh, he's going to shoot the 6 and draw up for the 3.
That's all right. As long as he's got a bit of an angle here. Just to the side.
Rodney didn't hesitate to draw that ball. That's all Mike had to do a minute ago.
Yeah,
just draw the ball back about 6 inches.
Well, your tendency on a shot like that is to overdraw it. You always come too long, and then you got a deep cut. And when Mike was like at the in-between distance, like about 3 feet from the object ball, where if you don't really commit to your stroke, what happens is what happened.
Well, when I looked at him shooting, it looked like he wasn't putting a draw stroke on the ball, and it kind of ended up that way. It was almost like a stop shot or a kill shot.
Yeah. Maybe he raised up at the last second and the cue tip didn't get the cue ball as low as he anticipated. Maybe he just didn't follow through enough. Nevertheless, it was a big, big turnover because now Rodney's got just a little bit of breathing room. But if it were 6-6 and Rodney breaking, then all the heat's on him. He has to hold serve.
What if?
Yeah.
This is where we're at. This is where we're at, and all of a sudden Rodney is now 83 to 17% the favorite in this match, and he's breaking good too. He really whacked that last rack.
Yep. Now once again, this is where you gotta not overcook it. He's excited. He's happy that Mike returned the favor. Okay, good control. Ball's down. Watch the cue ball. Again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't think he cares because it's still on the table.
He's got no shot, though.
Well, I'd rather be here than sitting.
I don't know how that cue ball stayed out. It looked like it was going in the drink.
Well, same thing the last rack he broke, remember? He got saved up there.
Yeah, but it really got saved. This one, he's in a bad spot. Maybe he could shoot the 12 into the 2 and make that combination.
No, it's too big of a cut. I think he's got to shoot the 13 in the side.
Can he see the 13?
For the left side as we're looking, I think he can. I don't think he can back cut it.
He can see it, but boy, that's a tough shot.
Well, it's a tough shot, and if he tries to back cut it up here in the corner, then the cue ball's going right to the side pocket. Jay, what about tap the 12 and play safe?
You called it.
That's what I would do.
Now he's shooting.
Well, I'd rather play safe and let Mike make a mistake on me.
He's shooting all the way up in the corner.
Yeah, he's got a little help. No, he missed it. Missed it a mile. He missed it bad. That was almost a half-hearted effort. I mean, he didn't even line it up.
Well, that's Rodney's style. He plays like that.
But
he lined it up as best he could.
Yeah, but Jesus, I mean, that's such a critical shot point in the match. I still like tapping the 12 there and letting Mike.
Well,
so let's say Mike does that back to me. I'm no worse off than I was. I can do that 5 times.
Meanwhile, the 3 ball and the 15 are tied up. And if Mike takes stripes, which I think he will, he's going to have to deal with that.
If he can make the 9, I'd shoot the 9 right now with right English and come at the 14 or the 15-3 with the cue ball and separate them.
You mean I think that's the 14.
Shoot the 9 in the corner with right English and come at the 3 and the 15.
Well, he ain't going that way.
Well, he can. Maybe he doesn't have the angle and he'll do it later. Because to me, that's the way to break them up, because your little combination there is your insurance. Maybe he can draw over there now and open them.
He looks pretty straight on this 14 ball.
No, I think he's got a little angle. Maybe he's going to wait and do it from the 9, coming in from behind. Yeah, that's okay.
That's it. Yeah, I agree with you. Just come from behind. Don't go directly into it.
Now, I'd only want to hit one ball here. I wouldn't want to split them. That's good. You hit one ball and both open.
Just like this rack is easy pickings now.
Yeah. Combination, then the second ball of the combination, then the 12, and then the 15 for the last.
See how gently he made that combination? That's the way you had to shoot that. Mm-hmm. That way he keeps the 11 in front of the pocket.
Now this is okay too. Myself, well, if the 8 passes the 6 in the other pocket, then it's relatively automatic. But if he's got to shoot the 8 in the same pocket as the 11, then he's got to come around, which is also pretty easy from here. Yeah, 3 rails, same pocket. I still think Rodney should have played safe on the 12.
You're a second guesser.
Well, I would have liked to seen what would have happened. It would have added a little interest to it.
It's a talking point after the match.
Yeah. Like, who the hell's going to remember?
Another big game for Mike Dechaine right now.
They're all big from here for both players.
There's Larry Schwartz.
Hey.
From Chicago.
Mr. Solids and Stripes himself.
Listen, this guy is an 8-ball genius.
Oh, yeah.
He's been on a bunch of those winning teams from Chicago. Hello, Larry. Yeah, you're on TV, buddy. You're a star, Larry. You're a star. I'll tell you what, he knows as much about 8-ball as anybody.
Get no argument there. I've learned a lot over 30 years of reading him in Billiards Digest every month.
Do you know I played pool with Larry 45 years ago in Chicago? We were both 2 years old. No, we were young. we were both about in our early 20s. But we played 9-ball, thank God. I had a chance. Larry, I think, was the first guy I played in Chicago, and I think I got lucky in that match. And then they sicked me on Tommy Spencer, and I don't know if you know Tommy Spencer.
Oh, I know Tommy Spencer.
He ate me up.
Yep. You weren't the only guy he ate up.
I like Tommy. I got along with Tommy fine. Unfortunately, we lost him a couple years back. A lot of good players came out of Chicago. A lot of good players.
Oh, for sure. You kidding?
Man, oh man.
Some great pool rooms back there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is the most important break of the match so far, and we'll be able to say that about the next one and the next one and the next one.
If there are that many.
But right now, this is it. Cue ball got kicked in.
Again.
Oh, boy.
Again.
That's as cold as it gets. It's unbelievable how many times that happens.
Well, again, it's this small table, Kenny, and the cue ball's getting kicked. The cue ball's getting kicked every rack.
Yeah, but I mean, does it have to go straight in the pocket when it gets kicked? Can it get kicked into another ball?
Well, there's more pockets per rail area.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
PPA, pockets per area.
That's right. I mean, if you measure the total perimeter of the table and then take a percentage of the pocket openings,
absolutely.
It's much greater than on a 9-foot table. What that means, I'm not sure.
It sounded really scientific, Jay.
Well, that's about as scientific as I get.
Yeah. Now what's he going to do here? He going to go tap the 7-ball out of the way?
I think he's going to hit the ball right now. And he's fine because he's got that 9 in the side.
Yeah.
Boy, this rack is wide open.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's say play. Oh, okay. I saw the 13s over there. I didn't see that. 9, 10. I actually like the 14 next, but evidently the 13 will connect well to it for him. There must be more space between the 8 and the stripe than it appears. This is almost like the shot he missed a couple of racks ago.
Yes.
Little longer.
Well, the position here is a little tricky.
Yeah, because he can't stay on the proper side of the 15 now.
He's
got too much angle.
He's shaking his head. Now he wished he'd done it differently.
Yeah. He may have to go into it, Jay, to try to stay there and be able to play it in the lower right.
I think you're right. I think he's going to.
Or he's got to
split those balls.
Be very gentle and play it in the side.
Well, I guess he's got room to cut it in.
This is a deep cut, yeah, but the 8's moving. You don't want that 8 past the side pockets.
He's got to hit this slow, like that.
Yeah, you didn't want the 8 to go past the sides. Now he's only got one hole for the 8.
Huge shot right here. Huge shot.
Right. No worries on the cue ball here.
Beautiful camera.
Oh.
Look what happened. Look what happened. told you these pockets are tight. You can't hit that inside rail.
Well, he played very, very poor position on his last 2 balls, and that's what led to that. There was no reason in the world for him to get that far out of line on the ball before the stripe behind the 8.
Well, the only ball that could present a problem is a 3 ball. He's got to get on the other side of it.
Oh, but he's got the 1 and the 5 to do that with. That's no problem at all. I would use the 1 to get on the 3. I wouldn't go to it now. Center of the table with the cue ball, and then you cut the 1 in and slide over for the 3. That's at least what it looks like.
Yeah, he's okay. Draw back a little bit and just. He's got a good angle. He's got a good angle on the 5. Hey, you said it was no problem at all. Well, don't change your mind.
Well, I still don't think it's a problem. It's just
different. I don't either. I don't think it's a problem either. I think he's fine.
Yep.
Just a little, almost like center right English. Watch it slide over there, and that's good. We're going to have a tie ball game. Yeah, it looked.
He's smiling.
He's smiling. Yeah, it looked a little funny, didn't it?
It sure did.
Well, he kind of took a little bit extra time on that shot.
Well,
anyway, he made it.
He's out. If Rodney's made 2 huge mistakes here in the past 45 minutes, he would have already won the match if he hadn't have done that.
They both made mistakes. The second half of this match has been pretty sloppy, Ken.
Yeah, it has. But I think Rodney's been a little sloppier. And he has paid for it. Now his comfort level is completely gone. He must hold his serve here. If he doesn't, Mike's breaking for the finals. All the heat's on Rodney now.
Rodney, one thing I'll give Rodney credit for, he handles pressure pretty well.
I agree, he does.
Hey, you stop and take a drink of water. Rodney's in no hurry to break these balls. He's going to hit them hard.
Notice, too, Rodney breaks with his playing cue.
You see when he rubs that ball on the rail, he's cleaning the cue ball. He's getting every little bit of debris off that cue ball.
Watch the cue ball.
Ooh, almost got kicked again.
Okay, what does he have to open with? Well, he's got solids in the kitchen, the 4-5. He's got a solid hanging where he's standing. Doesn't really have an easy stripe. I actually kind of like the solids because of the 9 ball and the 11 ball. The 4-5-2 gets you to the 1, and the 1 might let you slide down here for the 3, where you'd have the hanging ball. So I'm pretty sure it's the 4 ball to get going.
Well, the 3 is the only ball that looks like it might present some kind of problem.
Right.
It's just a matter of getting on it good.
Well, if you're anywhere near the head string behind those 2 stripes, you shoot the 1 and float down here to the middle diamond on the long rail, and then you have a combination on the 3 ball. If he does it now, he'll have to get the 2 later, but I think he's got to come now. Well done. Well done.
You got it.
Yeah, it's just going to be that 2. Boy, I wouldn't want to leave that for the end.
Boy, these last couple racks, though, they've looked like this, and the players did not get out.
Okay, he wants a ball to hang so he can shoot the 2 next.
He's got a pretty narrow opening to shoot at this 3.
Yeah, I think it's a stop shot. He's hooked. Semi-hooked. So the question is, he's going to have to just a little bit, and he's got to hold the cue ball. Low left, full,
he got it.
Good, and a nice angle. He still needs a little bit of high right here, Jay, to miss the 9 ball. He cannot graze the 9 ball.
Oh, I think he can go forward.
Yeah. But he's still got to put just a quarter tip of left on it to miss the 9. And he did it. Okay, Michael, it's your turn. Pressure. You know, despite a little bit of raggedness in the last 30 minutes or so, Jay, it's been a really enjoyable match because it's been tight, well contested, a lot of drama, some very unexpected errors by 2 great players, and some superb shot making early on. So it's kind of had a little bit of everything.
And it ain't over yet.
Yeah. Now, I don't care who you like to root for or don't root for. I don't want to see a guy right now like Mike suffer a bad kick in on the break like he did the last game. Let's let this thing get decided by the play on the table and not by the pool gods.
I wonder how many scratches on the break there's been in this match. There must be
4 probably, at least
4.
2 apiece.
Yeah.
And I don't think either one of them was the guy's fault. I think they were all kicked in. There was a ball going in the side, got kicked out, but at least he did make a ball. And the 3 has blocked the 11 from the side pocket. John's going to have to mark the 12, I think. Well, this is going to require a little bit of brain power to figure this out.
Yeah, I like solids. Maybe go forward and shoot the 6 in the corner next. Why not?
No, I think well, maybe. The 3's a rough ball. And then you got the 7 back here. The 4 may get you to the 7 if it passes the stripe. This is equally tough, both groups. Doesn't really have a good stripe to open with except this 15 up here, and that's not going to do him any good to shoot. So
yeah, I still
it
think
looks like the 5 is first, and let's see if he goes for the 6 next, like you suggested. Okay.
The 3 doesn't go past the 11 in the side?
No, but
Or does it?
I don't think it goes in the right side as we're looking. It may go in the left side if he was in the vicinity of the 1 ball. It also comes down here. It looks like it goes in this corner, Jay.
Yes, for sure it goes in this corner.
So maybe he wants to draw back for it right now or draw back for the 1 on the side and then the 3.
Oh, he's going forward, getting above these balls.
No, I think he's coming back.
You're right. You called it.
Yeah,
now shoot the 3.
Yeah. But he's got to also take care not to hook himself on the 11. This is like a very delicate shot because you've got to bring your cue ball back like a half a ball. I suppose he could roll it forward and play the deuce. but I
I
would
like
prefer
drawback,
to draw it a half a ball.
This is not a hard shot. It's almost a stop shot. Oh, wait a second.
I don't think he can see the one.
What happened there?
He didn't hit the cue ball low enough. Maybe he did and we're deceived. It looks like he's not too upset by it, so evidently he can make the one ball.
It sure looked like
Didn't it?
Like that shot that he hit earlier in the match where he wanted to draw the ball back and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can see the one. Boy, I'll tell you what, he can't see it by much. It's close. He had more room than we thought.
Yep. All right, this is the key. He's looking at the 4. You can see that it will slide through there, but he needs to be super precise in order to get from the 4 to the 7. I might try to go to the 7 myself because I got a couple of side pockets for the 4 ball.
Here he goes, up table.
No, he's going for the 4, and he did get the right angle. Draw into the center diamond and out.
Can we see that shot from the left? Let's see how much room he's got here.
Oh, he's got plenty of room to make the 4.
Well, we can't see the pocket here. We're still not seeing. Yeah, that's what we got to see. It's not that big an opening. That's what I thought. Yeah, he hit it good. He hit that one good. Very pure shot there. I think he can just draw back and shoot the 8 in the same corner pocket. Like a one pocket run out. The last 3 balls all in the same pocket.
I don't think so, Jay, because I think he's cutting this to his right. The cue ball's headed to the short rail. He may have to come forward and play it in the side.
Boy, you're right. He's going around the balls.
No, he's just going to bounce off. What, is there a gap there it goes through? There must be.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He took a look at it.
Yeah. Field goal.
He'll get 3 points for this.
Well, he'll get 1 point, which is the important point, which is flipping a card
wait a
over.
Second. You called it a field goal. I'm giving
it's
it
an extra point.
Okay. Well, this is what you wanted. Hill.
Well, I think it's what it's supposed to be with 2 equally matched players. They both made about the same number of mistakes, and they both made about the same number of runouts. The crowd loves it.
I like that they bumped hands.
Yeah,
there.
a little fist bump there, a little good luck and mutual respect and good sportsmanship. Absolutely. And once again, let's just hope that this is not anything strange here that's going to produce the guy that goes forward.
Hey, Ken, I got bad news. There is no hope. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. That's Murphy's pool law.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really out of our hands. It's in the hands of the pool gods.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's even more so on a small table like this, because as we've seen all week, crazy things happen after the break. You can make the best break shot in the world, and the last ball rolling can kick the cue ball in.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, we've seen crazy things in this match already. Well,
probably just worth relaxing, sitting back, and watching it unfold.
Ball's down, cue ball again near the end rail, but he's got an open shot at the 1. He can roll forward for the 3. He's going to take solids.
How's the 2? Vincent, can we see if the 2 ball passes in the lower left?
Doesn't look like it goes. That's going to be the problem ball. No, it doesn't go.
No, it's tight, and I don't think so. It will go up table once the 3's out of the way.
Well, he's looking at it right now. He knows he's going to have to bump it at some point.
Well, yes and no. It all depends on how he handles the 6-7. If he gets behind it, it goes up table. But the 6-7 are not dead in either pocket. And if you play combination, you've got to control both of them. Pretty much. You know, the stripes aren't all that bad if because the 9-10's kind of wired, but you don't have a good opening stripe to shoot.
I'd be surprised if he takes stripes.
Well, he doesn't have a good opening stripe. I think he's going to be forced to shoot the 1 ball.
Well, that's why I said I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
And he's taking the 3 next.
Mm-hmm. To clear the pocket for the 2. Now, would you come all the way down here and deal with the 7-6 now?
It's not what I would do. It's what he would do.
Yeah.
That's what's important. And he's got to conceptualize this run out.
That's what he's doing. Got pretty good on it.
He came down to play this combination.
Yeah. But the problem he's going to have is the 7's going to stay here and the cue ball's going to head upstream.
Uh-oh. He wanted to roll forward and shoot that 2 down in the corner, but the corner's blocked now. He wanted to go forward for the 2, and
I'm really surprised he didn't.
Mike Dechaine is coming back to the table, folks.
Surprised Rodney didn't see that possibility. That's where maybe the quick pace might have.
We've had a lot of surprise in this match, Ken.
Yeah.
They've.
Mike's alive again.
He knows it too. He knows he's coming back to the table. I don't know what Rodney can do here.
Well, I don't know either.
Is there a safety he could play?
Not with the cue ball on the rail. I mean, good Lord.
If he could get the cue ball down there behind the 5 somewhere.
He's going to play the 7 up by the 4.
Maybe the 7 goes. Let's take a.
It's real close. It's real close.
He's really down there looking at it. He's got like a half a pocket on this 7 ball. But what choice does he have? It's do or die.
Yep. Oh, no good.
Not even close.
Does he get a rail? Does he have a rail?
No. Ball in hand.
Oh, my God. Mike's got to shoot the 9 in the right-hand corner.
Or play the combination.
Nah, I wouldn't play the combination. You play the 9, and then the 10 is open.
Well, that's where he put the ball for the 9 first.
Boy, rocket.
Well, what could he do? He was in a bad spot there.
Well, I know he was, but I don't think he gave enough thought to what was going to happen when he played the combination. You got to know where the balls are going to go, and he had to see that possibility. $14 in the side, bump to 15, then the 13, 11 in the side.
Well, now he's going to shoot the 10.
Yeah, that's all right. I would have probably saved it to the end, and 10 for 15 would have been my last 2. I would shoot the 13 right now, but it's all right. You can just stop right there and then play the next ball in the side pocket.
Looks pretty juicy right now.
Yeah, this is really amazing. Rodney had his hands around Mike's throat at 6-4 and running out when he missed that 13 ball. He might have to float down for the 11 here. I don't know if he can screw this over.
Well, he really works that chalk.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if this ends here as we expect it will, we're going to anticipate about 10 minutes.
Kenny, we're going to do a post-match interview, just so you...
Oh, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, a few minutes after that, then we'll be ready for our semifinal between Rodney and Dennis. Rodney can just stay right there.
We have a winner. Don't go. Rodney, that was really some match. There was a lot of twists and turns and a lot of drama there.
Yeah, the last game I was supposed to shoot the strap in the side. The solids couldn't win, but I tried to do a trick shot, a couple of trick shots. But what are you gonna do?
Well, you got on that combination good. Just it just turned out bad.
Yeah, the ball blocked the two in the part, but that wasn't the right shot. And then at that point right there, I was supposed to just lag up behind the solid and freeze them on the rail between the solids.
There you go.
That
So
was safety, but I just wanted to shoot.
so you got Dennis Orculio coming up in 10 minutes. What do you need to do to regroup?
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm ungrouped, but just play. That's all. Win the lag maybe. But you got to remember, Dennis Orcolo has me too. You said I got Dennis, but he's got me.
There you go. Good luck next match, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, there he is. That was some match. It had a lot of drama in it.
Oh man, crazy. It was a crazy set.
Yeah, you scratched a couple of times in the break. That was really costly.
I scratched 3 times. I think that's supposed to cost the set right there, but. I got lucky and took advantage of some mistakes by him. And
hey, Mike, you're in the hot seat, man.
I know.
All right, you got a 2-hour break.
Good, perfect.